Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run with a danger. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yards, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Deep to return is Skavante Turpin. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, Zach Wilson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Wilson's throw there taken in by Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for Eagles.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And 22 more yards there, and another 1st down. Now Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Swift going to try up the middle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Able to fight through 1 tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. The numbers for Smith a week ago, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's good for Eagles. First down.
They go play action with Wilson. And that one too wide and incomplete. And the Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because
he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. Brad Smith. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Throwing again here, Wilson. And Garrett's got him. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one complete to Hodgins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Azeez Ojulari. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley unable to corral him and fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Giants.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st down, Giants.
Back to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Throw left side here complete to Campbell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Wilson. He finds his target, Beckham. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Here's Wilson.
At the 28-yard line.
Going right back to Beckham here, complete. 1st down now with that clock rolling.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Eagles 1st down.
Here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now Wilson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now it's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. They need 18 yards here on third down. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. We were treated to a strong first half from the former number 2 overall pick, Zach Wilson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Wilson. That is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Wilson. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And running with power here. Then it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Looking to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The New York set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 5. And that one complete to Hodgins.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
We'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now here on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Sidney Brown with it, and the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
78 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a 1st down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Once again, it's Swift.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. 2nd down and 8. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 4-yard pickup there that leaves him with 3rd and 5. To throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And inside give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Back to throw again. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The throw over the middle taken in and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Now 1st and goal.
They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to find Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's 2nd and 8. Catch made here by Campbell. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the 1st down, but he's brought down in play.
And we have free football overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the other guy was going to catch it. was sitting in the third row.
Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Wilson.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Now hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
A 58-yard attempt.
But it's well off to the right and no good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Oh, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and run through the place so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've said it multiple times. That's all it takes right now. 3 to win it.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you. This part of the field.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival to get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's